अपने आप को बहुत ज्यादा रिस्ट्रेन कर।
चलो, all the best to everyone, and here we are. Switch on your cameras and everyone. So, good evening, everyone. Iman ma'am, camera on. Anjum ma'am, camera on. Sonal ma'am, camera on. Everyone, camera on. So, all the best to everyone. And here we are on the platform of Metamorphosis. Once again, 2023 has been a really successful year with a round of sessions and discussions on creating awareness of what education should be and will be like in the coming years. We are not talking about 2030, or we are not talking about what is going to happen after another 1 year or two. So, pandemic has connected a lot of many amazing educators from different areas and different fields of life. Globally, internationally, we have a multitude of speakers, educationists connecting into Metamorphosis, bringing a change overall in the mindsets and in the way the society should function in perception to education. So before I start my session with the speakers and my host today, I would like to first extend my gratitude to all the speakers who made it today in spite of having a busy schedule, events and birthdays, and I look forward to celebrate the birthdays with most of the Metamorphosis members. I have Pavan Gupta sir, who has his son's birthday over here. Happy birthday to your son, Pavanji,
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
and
very
wish him all the
much.
best in all his future endeavors. And we have Sonal Seth ma'am, the community support head of Metamorphosis from the last 3.5 years. She has been rocking support, standing tall with me, and wishing her also a very happy birthday, and may many more
Happy birthday,
years
ma'am.
be
Happy birthday.
connected with you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So, moving forward, I would like to start outcome-based education in the light of NEP. Outcome-based learning or outcome-based education is an educational theory based on specific goals. It is a student-centric instructional strategy focused on the preset outcome. Outcome-based learning or outcome-based education is an educational theory based on specific goals. Thus, the target has to be well defined at the beginning of a program or a course of study. With 2022 being celebrated as the year of educational excellence and the implementation of National Education Policy 2020, it is high time to discuss and deliberate upon outcome-based education, as it is one of the main focus of the policy. The NEP 2020 policy document mentions the word outcome about 40 times, while learning outcomes is repeated around 20 times. Outcome-based education was first introduced by William Spady in 1988. The OBE is a student-centric teaching and learning methodology in which the course delivery and assessment are planned to achieve stated objectives and outcomes. It focuses on measuring students' performance, that is, outcomes at different levels. So once again, I would like to welcome all my amazing guests and speakers with their varied topics, and let us all connect with each and everyone. And I take forward this session and hand over the mantle to my host, Dr. Anjum Qureshi from India, to take over the session for today. All the best to everyone.
Thank you very much, ma'am. And I welcome each one of you for this wonderful Metamorphosis platform. And as our founder, Sunil Jad ma'am is there with us, and we know that it is a very unique platform where we discuss about education, and we are on a mission actually to change the mindset the people are having regarding education. So today we are back with one more good topic, a very interesting topic, and which is the process is directly proportional to outcome. So to start with, I would like to welcome all the speakers and who are present here: Pawan Gupta sir, Nahid Reza sir, Eman Alam ma'am, and Rania Lampo ma'am. I welcome all of you, and of course Sunil Seth ma'am, and many happy returns of the day, ma'am. So let's start with our first speaker, Pawan Gupta sir. He is an international transformational speaker, master of psychology, and NLP president of IETRF, and he will be speaking on self-transformation. So over to you, Pawan sir.
Thank you, Sonal ma'am, for giving me opportunity to be on your platform, and it's already almost you can say, okay, it's a great opportunity to be on your platform every time whenever I get a chance to interact with dignitary across the globe. Hello to all, Raina, Sonalji, Nahidji, Aman, and ma'am. So when we talk about any transformation, or when we talk about any system, it may be educational system, it may be research based analysis, it may be any industrialization, it may be having a dream of making India develop. So one very important aspect which we all forget all the time is self transformations. Why I say so? Because whenever we try to speak on certain topic, or whenever we try to teach anyone in the world, we forget that we ourselves have to transform first. We ourselves have to learn first. We ourselves have to behave first. We ourselves has to be positive first. We also ourselves has to just make our mind understand that we are still learner. But what we actually do, we always try to preach others, we always try to teach others certain topic, and we ourselves are not master of it. So when you are the sufferer, or you are, I can say, a patient of a disease, how you can become a doctor? Can anyone take advice from a patient? How, please suggest me how to cure myself? No, you have to go to a doctor. And who is a doctor? Doctor is a person who is master, who has done research, his doctorate of that particular disease. So self-transformation is very much important. It means talk to yourself. Am I the right person to give advice? No. If you are not, don't do it. People have, their cases running in the court for divorce, and they are giving advice on relationship management. I know people around. So how you have to make people understand how you have to transform people, that cannot be done unless and until you yourself are mastering it. So when we talk about self-transformation does not mean you have to do something extra. No, it means just unleash the power within you. See, everyone is best in at least one thing, if not more. So if we master that one thing, you can win the world. And there will be no you can say training required for that. Simple thing. Are you in a position to say truth? Very simple. You ask everyone, okay, please don't lie, don't lie. But you yourself is master in lying. So how you can do it? How you can transform others? You teach student discipline, but you yourself are not disciplined. How you can make student discipline? They'll say the ma'am भी phone पे बात करती हैं, तो हम भी कर लेंगे. Excuse me. Then what you say, because I have got important work, that is why I'm on phone. So then the student says, we have also, ma'am, got very important thing to talk on phone. That is why we are using Zoom. So if you want to transform others, again, I'm coming to that, transform yourself. Be truthful to yourself. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. And whenever you have got a quality that is called passion, unless and until you have got passion about anything, you cannot be master. You cannot transform others. And the day I'm telling to everyone, and I'll put this question every time to myself in the morning, that I am still a learner. I am still a learner. I am not master. There's very much scope for improvement, and we have to learn on every stage. So whenever this thing comes to our head that we want to teach others, we want to transform others, we have to train others. So basic requirement is that first, that you should know yourself. Only deliver that things which you are mastering. And if you think that there is scope, that whatever you knowledge you have, and there is scope of improvement, so you have to what do? You have to do from learn to unlearn. And when you unlearn the things, it means you are ready. Now there is a vacuum, then you can relearn. So what you have learned, you say, I've got 20-year experience. But if it is not transforming others, but if it is not positive, so there is no use of that knowledge. You just do one thing, you unlearn it, then acquire special knowledge. If you are able to do this, if you think, if you believe that my knowledge is wrong, then you can always unlearn and relearn. And I tell you, my friends, a person who do numerous kind of mistake, but when he does any right step, that is always best. So if you want to enjoy the white color, you should always have a black background of black. Then only you can get the importance of white. And I tell you, if you can learn for years, decades, still you have got, your emptiness, your vacuumness. If you are a real student, if you are a real transformer, you will feel like to learn more. When people come to me, they say, we are master in this, master in that. But they say, I am very jealous of the next speaker. He does not give me chance to speak. So then only I come to know how much knowledge he has, how much mastered he has done. Mastering does not mean to, take a revenge. It does not mean to portray yourself at a higher place. It means you have to be a leader. And a leader is not a director. He is always an influencer, motivator, who can motivate others and who can motivate others with his own examples. And a leader who says in front of everyone that I am a leader, actually he is not a leader. Leader is the one to whom everyone say he is a leader. This is the quality we have to bring into ourselves. We have to make people understand that there is a lot of improvement, room of improvement, that we can transform others. And before transforming others, once again, I'll say, first transform yourself. And the day you will understand yourself, I can definitely tell you, you can transform the world. But if you are not able to transform yourself, I'm telling my friends, it may be harsh on this platform to speak. If you don't know that you need a requirement of transformation, you are not a leader, and there's no question about it, that you have to start learning. Thank you very much, Sonal ma'am. I think I've taken more than 10 minutes, maybe 11 or 12, but it was a really wonderful platform, and I got a limited time. So thank you very much once again for giving me opportunity, and the great audience in front of me motivate me always to do something good in life. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, of course, as you said, when we want to bring a change, we have to change ourselves. And that is what is self-transformation. And yes, of course, as especially when we are talking as an educator, if we can't change ourselves, if we can't change our mindset, we cannot bring that change that we want in the society or the change that we want in the education system. And of course, as you said about unlearn, relearn, and before transforming others, we should be transforming ourselves and, of course, the knowledge that we have. If we are not able to use it for the benefit of others, if we are not able to transform others with that or cause a positive impact on the society, that knowledge is useless.
Exactly.
That was very good points raised by you. Thank you very much, sir, for joining. And
Pleasure.
so now it's time to call our next speaker. Yes, another principal who is present among us, Nahid Raza sir, a very versatile speaker. And today he will be speaking on autonomy on learning. Welcome, sir. Over to you, Nahid. Nahid Raza.
Thank you very much. My sincere gratitude to our founder, Sonal ma'am. She brings about lot many changes and gives us opportunity to speak time and again. And Gupta sir has spoken at length about transformation, and I accept all views, right, all quotations delivered by sir that we need to transform ourselves because if we are transformed, we can transfer transformation, we can bring about change. If we are not changed, how can we change? So be the change. It is rightly said by sir. Autonomy very essential, and I feel that self education is only education. If we give autonomy to students for learning, they become responsible. Educational purpose of every domain being carried out in school is making children responsible, right? So autonomy is very, very essential. My favorite character is Leonardo da Vinci. No one directed, he was self-directed, and he carried out numerous experiments. He was successful, right? Steve Jobs, he connected science and arts, and he developed. No one directed him. He had patience. Sir talked also about no unparenting. So Marcus Aurelius, sorry. He was stoic. Stoicism was followed by him, and if you read meditations, no, you will feel that we can do lot many things, right? And when we are standing in the class, we are throughout the lecture we are speaking. We do not allow our children to speak. We are not the speakers. We are the listeners. We are the facilitators. And if in school we are the leaders, I say leader is the chief servant. Today, Sukhmani Sahib part was there in my school, and I uttered no word. Everything went off so smoothly because everyone knows that what is the system of the school, and all teachers were involved. And speech. No one was speaking in action when work was going on very smoothly, and no one was tired. Right? So autonomy has to be accorded to not only students, to teachers also, to fourth class employees also. Let them do their work, because when people are in action, they figure out what is to be done, what is next. When people are independently thinking, when they are becoming independent thinkers, so things are smooth, and every employee is the leader, and every employee is giving proper productivity and outcome, right? So micromanagement should be minimized, everything should be organized, right? For example, in my school, how I am working in so far as autonomy is concerned among teachers, everything has been done for final examinations. Final examinations will take place in March, but everything has been done, right? There is no tension. They can look after their family, they can look after students in the school, they can have interaction. When we are very much in hurry, we cannot do anything, right? In the same manner, in the classes, I generally tell my respected teachers, right, it is suggestion, it is never command, right? And sometimes suggestions become command. You must have read various books. So students should be given autonomy to speak, to carry out things, and they should be allowed to commit mistakes. When they commit mistakes, as sir said, they do even better, and that is the best learning. Right? So direction should be less, command should be less. Lot many things are going on in our brain in the same manner. Lot many things are going on in the brain of students. So let students ease that brain and let students use their writing skills for noting down, jotting down their points. What happens, whatever we are telling, they're noting down. So it is very mechanical. We should try to understand the thinking, how children are thinking, how, right, and how processes are going on. Everyone is talking about learning outcome. No one is talking about the processes. No one is talking about the learner. Let understand the psychology of students, right? In classes are very essential, and children are there, they love to come to school when they are being heard by teachers, when they are being heard by their uh, peer learners. So children should be clubbed, and during the class, if they are speaking, they should be allowed to speak among themselves also, because they interact very creatively and constructively. We feel that we have negative thoughts, and we feel that children are talking, even their talks are very useful. It develops communication skills, it develops understanding. You can make monitors, you can make in charges, you can make lot many things. Leadership position could be awarded to them. And yes, so far as green board is concerned, we are writing, no, let students write, let them have their polishing their writing skills. If possible, they should write their own contents on green board. And please do not demoralize students, appreciate them. Children have courage to come and speak and to write on green board, and the children should be given podium, right? And everything should be regulated by students. The student parliament is formed, so it should be real parliament, and proper duties should be allocated. And we should ask even which duty, which portfolio would they like to cherish. And yes, it could be rotated also. When rotation is there, children feel better. You must have seen that children are going to playground, they are doing things so constructively, and they are playing so well, right? So coordination is developing. What I'm doing nowadays, it is, winter time, I have allowed students to go to ground and have their lunch. I generally check, I have interaction with them, who has brought lunch, who is bringing what, and the different background children are sitting together, they are talking among themselves, they are exchanging their food. I appreciate, I ask what is going on. So this is real learning, because we need to accept the perspective of others. This is life, because we are living in civilization, and collaboration is continuously getting accelerated, is being increased, because we are coming, it is a global village, world is global village. So right, so with internet and with the huge transportation, people are coming together. So we need to have appreciation for everyone, and we need to accommodate everyone, right? So decision making is to be inculcated among students. How can it be possible if we are taking their decision? How can they develop decision making skills? So let students take their own decisions. And I am not only applying in my school and classrooms, but also at home also. And children are doing all the work themselves. They are, means they are enjoying. Right, my presence and our presence, parent presence should not be traumatic. That we are micromanaging. We are telling children, how are you sitting? How are you standing? What is this? What is that? So why are we asking questions? Children should ask questions. We should develop our potential capability to answer their questions, because they have immense curiosity. If we are directing and we are having, right, helicoptering, then what will happen? They will be clerk only. They cannot be the leaders. So in school also, we should try to love children. We should try to listen them. Why children is not in proper uniform? There could be any problem at home. Why children late? Right? Why marks are not there? So these things should be evaluated. It is a continuous process, and everything must be there. Every decision must be taken in school, keeping in mind that child is at the center, right? Because all problems are sorted out with the help of progress of children, development of children. It is our prime duty to see our students developing, and it is only possible when children are autonomous. They have independent thinking. And at the end, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to Sonal ma'am, that ma'am gives us opportunity to get polished, to be developed, to be better each day and every day. And I'm feeling that I am in that direction. So my salutation and sincere gratitude to Sonal ma'am. And what I learned during these days, I implement in my school, in classrooms, right? And children feel better, right? So what is happening? We need not to scold children. They are developing themselves. They feel no, they are respected. Though we are sometimes harsh also, but harsh in their development, they do understand that he loves also, he is harsh also, he is rude also, but ultimately their future, they would be better in future, because 10 years from now, 20 years from now, if our students fail, we fail. So autonomy has to be accorded to students, and it is our cherished endeavor to see them developing, being better, wiser, and having and experiencing good footprints in this world, in this global world of technology. So thank you, my sincere gratitude to Anju ma'am and Sonal ma'am, Rania ma'am. They are very big motivators, right? Sonal Shet ma'am, right? Asha ma'am is also there, and Iman ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. That was another wonderful talk. And as you said, when we are teachers, we are not there to teach them or just to tell them. We are not speakers, but we should be actually listeners. We have to listen to what uh, they want to share, what they want to learn. In fact, what we do is sometimes not most of the time, the teachers have been doing that. We just pick up a topic, we go to the class, and we just start with it. But we should know what is their interest, how would they like to learn. Because nowadays the students are not like when the earlier they don't like that kind of teaching where someone just comes and speaks anything, speaks over a topic. They want different types of learning techniques. They want to learn what they are really interested in to it. And some of the techniques that you discussed that you have implemented in your school that are very interesting. And I hope so that will bring a positive change in the society also. So thank you very much, sir. And with us, I would like to invite the next speaker. Our next speaker for today is Dr. Iman Alam. She is a lecturer in botany and microbiology department, Faculty of Science, Al Azhar University from Egypt. Welcome, ma'am. And Iman is talking about the quality of process and its impact on education. So over to you, Iman, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Hello, my voice is clear?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and Namaste and good afternoon according to the time in your country. Thank you very much, my dear sister Sonail mom, for inviting me, and thank you, Anju mom, for being the host of today, and thanks for all the speakers before of me, because really I appreciate what you said before me. I think you left nothing to be said. I'm very happy to listen to all of you, and I appreciate every letter in your words because really you added a lot to my knowledge. Talking about processing. Processing is very important. Processing means to be ready. How to be ready? We are talking about learners, educators. In between brackets, we are talking about leaders. And also we are talking about their roles towards children's and also youth. So we are talking about leaders. I'm so sorry. We are talking about leaders of tomorrow. Sorry, mom, can you? I think there is another mic with me. There is something like echo. Sunil, mom. It's okay.
No, ma'am, it's okay. Voice is clear.
So I'm going to continue. We are talking about leaders of today and the leaders of tomorrow. Let's talk about processing. As an academic, as person working in the academic field, so we are preparing ourselves before the lecture and inside the lecture, and also it's very important to take care of the feedback after the lecture. So processing must start earlier than anything else. We must be ready. We must prepare ourselves to do change, to be change makers. We need to talk about preparation. We need to take in consideration different modes of learning. We can't ignore any one type of learning. We need to mix all types of learning inside our PPT, for example. We need also to accelerate all the students, not only the clever students. We need to do a healthy discussion. I'm not here to activate superhero students. No, I'm here to do change. I'm here to be a change maker. So I'm not here for clever students only. So we need to motivate all the students equally and to encourage all of them equally. But regarding clever students, regarding some intelligent students, we need to appreciate these points. We need to appreciate differences between the students. We need to be ready and also to make them ready for the future. It's not an issue of the scientific material only, because scientific material already in Google. You can Google it. But the soul of the educator, it's very important to be an educator with a good soul, the soul of leader. We have many leaders here today. They are working in the era of education. Leaders, as the first speaker, I appreciate your words. I think Jopta sir, let's return to the name, sir. I think Jopta sir, he talked about the leader. It's not a word, it's by deed, because deeds will speak louder than words. It's by the efforts, it's by the effects on others. So we need to affect on our students. We need to leave our fingerprints in their life. So preparation means not only preparing the scientific material, because as I said before, you can return to books, you can return to any type of social media, Google, and blah, blah. But the issue is the relation between a student and the educator. How can you affect on all of them equally? How can you support all students equally instead of only supporting clever students? Be ready to do something like brainstorming inside the lecture. So not only I'm saying 1, 2, 3, and my ear is closed. It's not a dialogue. It's not a healthy dialogue. We need to engage them in transferring the knowledge. We need to engage them. We need to say, you are right, but you need to say, bravo, congratulations. I am happy by your success, but you need to do more. This is a successful discussion. This is the healthy discussion between the educator and as a leader and the students. Also, we need to have servant leadership. It's very important. Every time I'm talking about servant leadership, we need to engage them in the issue of leadership. Leadership is not a central process. In your university, if you are the principal, it doesn't mean that you are the only leader, but all staff members with you are leaders also. Students themselves are leaders. So you need to engage them in the issue of discussion. You need to do something like peer learning. You need to use many things like some videos, media, and so on. You need to use also something like templates, prototypes, to make the knowledge easy. This is the preparation. So not only by preparing PPT, it's by mind. It's by mind, it's by discussion, It's by creating a healthy discussion. It's by engagement. It's by support, motivation. So don't isolate your students in the issue of education. Education is something have two sides, educator and student. So if you think that you are only the person that will affect on education, you are walking in the wrong way. You need to think about your students. What does they love? Their preferences. How can they understand this information? And also, finally, I need to focus on different types and modes of learning. It's very important when you are talking with people and these people have some preference like visual learning. So don't use audible things, but try to mix. We need to do something like a mixture. And finally, I need to highlight the issue of active learning. Active learning is very important, and inquiry-based learning also is very important. And don't forget value-based learning and ethos-based learning, because it's highly required, because without ethics, we will be nothing. So it's not a PPT, it's not a PDF, it's a human being. Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be with you today. And thank you, Anju Mom, for moderating the session. And thank you, Sunil Mom, for inviting me. And thank you, Dr. Jopta, Dr. Nahed Sir, and all of you. I'm very happy to be with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Aman. Actually, we are also very happy to have you amongst us, and always a pleasure listening to you. The way you present your points, that is really that always amazing. And as you was speaking about, yes, ethics, we need ethics. It doesn't matter what part of the world we are living, but the thing is that we are human beings. So we have to remember always that. And of course, as you talked about, we need to encourage interaction with the students, because we have to develop them into leaders, not just some professionals, but we have to develop them into leaders, and we have to make them ready for the future. It is not that we should not be keeping an aim of just developing into them into some kind of professional, like making them a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. But we should always hope to make them better human beings. We can take decisions well, we can do something good for the society. That's all we should aim for. And thank you very much for sharing your views on this platform. So friends, now let's move. Yes, ma'am, did you want to see something? Okay. Let's move on to our next speaker. So our next speaker is Asha Ranganathan ma'am, and she is again an educator, and she would like to speak on the topic keys to success. Over to you, Asha.
Thank you, thank you, Sonal ma'am, for this opportunity. Which is the topic that I have taken up is very interesting, and nowadays, which is very important, the success key for success. So before starting, I would start with a quote: "Self-belief and hard work will always earn you success." So when we have belief in ourselves, and simultaneously when we also do hard work, there is always success which follows us. Success requires another important thing is consistent hard work and determination. So all these things are very important when we have to have successful journey. It can be whatever that I'm speaking today, it is not only meant for student, it is in general for everyone. It is because success is not only for students. Success does not have any age bar. We can see success at any age. So, and one important thing that we all have to keep in mind is success does not have any definition. nor any mantras, nor any shortcut. And success always have varies from one person to another person. How dedicated you are, what is your goal, how clear towards your goal. So it depends on one person to another person. And of course, when you have that focus and willingness to learn and to relearn, even then you can see a lot of success in your life. And few important aspects that I would like to talk is, when I have to talk about success, the most important thing that we need to ask is, of course, willingness, focus, everything is important. Apart from that, confidence. So when we have confidence in ourselves, when we have trust in ourselves, and when we have that, sometimes what happens, we often over concerned with what other people think of our mistake. So that also drops our success. The focus that we need to have towards success, that will gradually come down when we give ears to that unwanted people, what they want to talk. I think there is that also drops our success. The focus that we need to have towards success, that will. Sonal ma'am. Okay, now it's fine. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Okay. So I was talking about confidence. Like I said, confident when other people, whatever they want, think of our mistake, it doesn't matter, because eventually you can come over your mistakes and you can proceed whatever your goal you have, or mindset you have towards your goal. And another very important thing is organizing, like have a clear picture of what is your goal, which is very important. When I say have a clear picture of what is your goal, you, as a students or whoever it is, you need to know your ability, your capability. See, as a human, I also like to become a makeup artist. Like in a day-to-day life, I wear sari to my school, and I also like to become a sari draper. And I'm also a teacher, I'm also a counselor. There are so many things, but what actually is my capability? Even though I wear my sari very well, becoming a sari draper is not my capability, it is not my interest at all. It may seem very interesting, but it is not my interest, it's not my capability, it is not my willingness. So first analyze what is your willingness, what is your capability, what is your interest. And very important, your time management. Do you have that time? Can you give that time for your success? Like I said, success cannot be like today I will think and tomorrow it is there. No, it takes, it may you may get in a short period of time, you may get, it may take you a long time, it may take you for a long way, you may not know, there will be long so many turns and twists, everything. So are you ready for all those things? Are you ready to take the risk in your life to have that successful living life, your goal, to reach that goal? Are you ready to sacrifice certain things? Know all of those things and plan accordingly. Take your time, take your time and plan accordingly. What is your interest? Go around. If you ask me, as a student, I know most of us, most of you are very soon you're approaching your 10th, and you will be in a trauma, like what is my next goal? Some of them wants to become a fashion designer, some of you wants to become an engineer. But my request is, please don't fall to like, don't even go what your parents says or what your friend says. Okay, my best friend joined for engineering, so I'll be joining. No, take your time. Think what is your capability, what is your interest, what is your willingness, what is what you like the most. So sit yourself, sit alone, analyze what is, chop it out, write it in a paper. What is all your interest, write it in a sheet of paper, and I would say each and everything. Maybe you become a fashion designer or an engineer, or you want to take up science, arts, or artist, whatever it is. Do a perfect groundwork. Go around, ask few people, go and talk to a artist, and know what is the advantage and disadvantage of being a painter, what all they went through. And if you want to become a sari draper, go to that person, talk to that person, and know what is the advantage, disadvantage. After all those things, come to a conclusion of, yes, I am able to do this, yes, I can give this time, I this is my affordable, all of those things keep in mind, and then take a step. I would tell, take, at a time, take one step. So it's very important. And nowadays, there are lots and lots of social medias and youtubers, where you can get lot of information about all the courses. So go upon to all those websites, see what is there, what is not there, what is the advantage, like I said, and then take that step. And very important, the next step is persistence. Like, are you able to pursue in that goal? Are you persistent? Can you continue whatever the hard work it is? It may be a very difficult. See, after doing even the groundwork, you will choose one field, and you don't know, like, people, what they say and what we experience is very difficult. They may, for them it may be a cakewalk, like ice walk or whatever. For us it may be a very difficult path. Are you able to take that difficult path once you choose that field? Which is very important. And even more important thing is, there are so many people who will pull you down, who will tell you, who will stop you, who will tell no. Like, if you want to take an example, I'll give my own example. I am a Bharatanatyam dancer, and I wanted to pursue in Bharatanatyam. And eventually, those days, like, we didn't had so many social medias, or so many people who can guide us through how can we take up our future, how to achieve our future goals and all those things. And eventually my parents said, like, if you become a dancer, like, what do you earn, what is the income? Because my background is not that well settled, and it is not wrong like what my parents said. But that time I had to give a thought, and I changed my goal, and I had to take a u-turn or some other directions, all those things happen, and I landed up here. But again, I'll tell you, if I want to become a teacher again, this teacher field is my interest. I did the groundwork. By then I had an opportunity to come back to becoming a teacher. Like, my aim was to become a Bharatanatyam dancer and to teach others, to have my own school. And now, may not be a Bharatanatyam teacher, but I am a teacher. So somewhere I have that satisfaction that I am a teacher, because I had that groundwork and all those things. Are you ready for all those things? Keep in mind. And don't think that success is always a win. There is also a failure. If you want to become a successful, if you want to achieve that goal, you should definitely experience failure. That is when you will know the sweetness, or that thing of what is success is. If you want to know what is that satisfying success life, you have to become a failure. So please don't take, once you fail, don't take it to your heart, and don't think that failure does not mean that you are incapable of doing it, or you don't deserve that. No, it is just one part of your life. It doesn't mean that you have to give up. Try, you will definitely succeed. It is not one try or two try. If you go and see the successful people, Dr. Abdul Kalam or anyone, even our Modi, they had a very list of failures. That is when they have achieved that successful life. And it always requires a lot of courage to accept failure, to restart the process of your success. Never let your past failure hold you from success or hold you to proceed. So I know nowadays students are very, very sensitive and very emotional. Even a small changes or small failure, they're not able to take it up. No, if you want to become, think that you go, my, as a counselor also, I would tell, if you feel like disheartened and there is something that's stopping you to proceed, don't stop yourself. Go to your favorite teacher or the person who listens, not to advise, who listens only your entire story. Go to that person, open up completely and talk to that person, and then prolong. And one more important thing, just now while seeing, once Gaur Gopal Das said, success cannot be spelled without you. That means success is always you. No one else can give that success. Only you can achieve that success. You can do that change. Only you can bring that change, and only you can decide what is good or what is wrong, and only you can have that, fruitful and that sweetness, or whatever it is, failure or success, whatever it is, only you can experience all those things. And at last, when you see back, when you turn back and see, only you can see that effort and satisfaction. And I'm sure you'll have that smile. Okay, I came such a long way, and where am I now? So students, please do hard work, and think success means hard work, focus, sacrificing, all those things includes. Okay, thank you so much, Sonal ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity. And yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Asha ma'am. This is really very inspiring and full of motivation, I can say. And as you started with this, like there is no like a definition, there is no mantra we can say, but it always starts from us. Like in the very first session that we had, the very first talk we had by Pawan Gupta sir, when he was talking about self transformation. Yes, of course, self transformation is needed, but before that, I think we should be knowing ourselves. And that is the first step, self-awareness. As you said, what do I want? What do I want to become? What do I want to do in my life? That what are my capabilities? That we should be realizing. And sometimes when the people fail to do it, and they spend so many years in doing some kind of courses, some kind of degree and all, and but still there are people I have seen, even my students, that after doing all this education, they just go to some another field and they start following their passion. Because I have my students who are after finishing their PG in engineering, after finishing their MTech and all, they are very famous makeup artists, some are very famous choreographers and all. So I think they realized it late or whatever it is, but now they are following them. So yes, that can always happen, and we should follow what we want to do. We should realize that that is a very important. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
One more thing, I'm sorry to interrupt. When I tell success, and when students are towards, dreaming and towards that path of success, I would also request all the parents that have faith in your, children, and let them free to explore something. It's completely okay to waste 1 year rather than holding them for 3 4 years and then doing whatever they want. It's okay, let them explore that 1 year and know what is their interest. And definitely if that interest, whatever they're thinking is their interest, it leads to a successful life. If not, they can come back again and they can restart their journey of learning and everything. So parents, please encourage and have faith with your students, sorry, with your children, and let them go and explore what they want.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. That's very good to listen to your views. And yes, we should allow children to explore themselves. So now, friends, now it's time to move to the next speaker, Rania Lampo, ma'am. She is a global educator and instructor from Greek Ministry of Education. So welcome, Rania.
Good afternoon to all from Greece. I'm very, very happy to see you and wish you first a Merry Christmas and a prosperous Happy New Year. I'm sure that her journey in metamorphosis will be the same magical as the previous year. Thanks to the continuous efforts of Dr. Sonal Jad. And I'm happy to see here good friends, Dr. Nahi, Dr. Sinal Sith, Dr. Asha. I'm really feel you as my family. My topic today will be role models and how role models can shape actually brilliant minds. For me, a role model is a proof that it's possible to achieve our dreams. This important figure, the role model, is actually a reminder that when someone has a strong desire to fulfill a dream or make a difference to society, they can achieve it. So having people to look up to can encourage you to imagine what is possible. Of course, everyone's path through life is unique, but a role model can give hope and a sense of direction to see someone having achieved goals that might seem harder to reach. Role models inspire us, of course, to become the best version of ourselves, because we all need someone to look up to. Usually athletes and famous celebrities are usually what comes to mind when we think of role models. Last week, fortunately, I watched the news. There were parents who actually trained, educated their children how to become global influencers. Global influencer is considered as the profession of the future. So global influencers are the role models of today's society. And this shows actually the deep crisis, humanitarian crisis that we're living, for me personally. Because for me, real role models are those actually who uphold high ethical or moral values, are typically not the people who are celebrities on media or social media, who might qualify as anti-role models. So real role models can help us set goals and achieve them by help us believe in ourselves to find our purpose in life, to overcome obstacles, to reach our potential. And humans, humans learn usually by modeling after others. The influential people in our lives can show us strategies for achieving our goals, what works and what doesn't work. You know that all the studies of learning in children show that through a process which is known as a vicarious reinforcement, we start the model to model the behavior of individuals whose actions seem to be getting rewarded. So in this process, in vicarious reinforcement, your tendency to commit a behavior that someone else gets praise or attention for actually increases almost as much as if you were actually getting the rewards yourself. So this is very important. So whether it's a video game or social media, children are influenced by whatever takes their interest. This can have, of course, a positive or negative effect. So it's important that our children have good role models to look up to. And good role models, in fact, start at home, because parents play a critical role as children model and imitate the behavior and actions of those around them, which is why we must set a good example for children, because by demonstrating and practicing appropriate behavior ourselves, we can help our children become the best versions of themselves. Young people know that according to studies, young people are drawn towards a role model that it is similar to themselves. They might be similar in many ways. Could be same gender or same race or ethnicity, same type of family. So a young person tends to identify with a person that they feel can understand them and understand the type of life challenges they face. And another indicator of who a young person may be drawn to as a role model is actually to consider the type of mindset that we demonstrate them towards achieving goals. That could be growth mindset or anything else. Definitely, role models have the passion, the ability to inspire, to motivate, to encourage young learners to strive for doing something great, for greatness. So from a young age, students will face challenges in their learning journey. So it's crucial to learn how to overcome those obstacles and stay motivated. Role models show and prove that no obstacles are too big to overcome. So role models go through struggles and successes just like everybody else, of course. And the influence of this inspires students to work as hard as the role models to climb up the ladder of success. So these figures show passion for the work. They have the capacity to influence others, to transfer their passion. And as I said about obstacles, they say that success has to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, but by the obstacles which one has overcome. And this is very important. I said before how children emulate their role models' actions and values. So when they see or experience positive behavior, they tend to imitate and absorb these behaviors. So role models who demonstrate good behavior and habits will in turn help students instill the same features. So instill good habits and behaviors from a young age, it is important. And of course, role models are those who show a clear set of values from the beginning. They live their values in the world because children admire people who act in ways that support their beliefs, because it helps them understand how their own values are part of who they are and how they might seek fulfilling roles as adults. Students, furthermore, achieve, or set a lot of goals that they want to achieve along their journey, but it can be easy for them sometimes to get sidetracked and lose confidence. Role models are those who provide them the template, we could say, for success. They're helpful in motivating students to set and achieve ambitious goals because they empower and motivate students to strive for the goals and ambitions by modeling a guide to achieving success and ensuring, of course, that students understand and acknowledge the obstacles and failure along the way, as Dr. Asa said about failure. These role models can provide us with a positive perspective on life. They can help us see the good in people and the potential for good in ourselves. This can give us a sense of purpose, and also it can help us improve our social skills. Very important, when children have positive role models in their lives, this can help them bolster their self-esteem. Give them the confidence, self-confidence that they need in order to be successful. Positive role models can help also children develop strong values such as integrity, honesty, empathy, respect. And this way, children can learn the importance of ethical behavior and positive social interactions. Of course, this has to do with responsibility, because positive role models can encourage children to take responsibility for their actions and the consequences of their choices, and at the same time provide children with support, with encouragement when they face challenging guidance, mentorship, of course, helping children develop important life skills and make wise decisions. So this way our children can navigate complex problems, can make informed choices. Though in any case, it fosters what we call positive relationships. So we could say that positive role models can have a huge influence on a child's growth and development. They provide this sense of sense-belief, of self-belief, of strength, of power. What are the characteristics, what are the ways to become a good role model? You mentioned about this, of course, to demonstrate professionalism. Demonstrating professionalism means holding your actions and your work to an excellent standard. To show self-awareness, this ability to reflect honestly on your behavior and the impact that you have on others. So this way, we can develop self-mastery and self-regulation too. By bringing and spreading positivity, good role models practice also humility, empathy. So this involves understanding the emotional needs of students. Integrity is doing the right thing for the right reasons, even if this means not taking the easiest option. Be genuine, authentic in your relationships, communicate effectively with students. And before concluding, I want to say about the role of female role models for girls and women is another issue. Because research shows that role models have a great benefit for women due to the gender biases, to all the barriers and negative stereotypes that women have long had to face. So when girls can see women rising and have authentic female role models, this sparks their ambition. So role models actually benefit women because they present and expand what is possible for them, inspire women to become more ambitious and target higher and higher, and demonstrate the mindset and behaviors of how to rise. So, by concluding, I want to say, and don't forget also about what is happening with STEM. Female students are more likely to choose the profession in STEM when they are assigned a female professor instead of a male one. So, female role models is very important, especially when we talk about STEM. So, by concluding, I want to highlight to say that a positive role model does not have to be a big name, an athlete or a celebrity, someone who is rich or widely recognized. For me, role model is someone who has integrity, who keeps an eye on the bigger picture. And finally, we can all make a difference to children's lives by being someone worth emulating. So thank you very much for your attention, and Happy New Year again.
Thank you very much, Rania ma'am. And just of course, the role models that you are talking about, well, it depends upon a person how to select the role model. It depends upon your goal and what you want to achieve. But of course, the role models, the students, especially as we are talking about, they select the role models according to their choice. And of course, it doesn't matter whoever are your role models, but role models help you support us, they inspire us, and you gain a lot of motivation from us. In fact, every one of us has some or the other role model, and we have inspired us someone, and we try to follow them. Not just follow them, but we should learn from them. That's more important, and that is how role model happens. And with this, we come to the end of a very learning session filled with lots of learning. In fact, metamorphosis is always about that. And metamorphosis, the word itself means bringing a change. And that's what we have been trying to do. And it's really a great effort. Like today, we started from self-transformation and then self-learning, autonomy on learning, knowing ourselves and knowing about the role models. It was really a great session. And it was a complete session, we can say. That is like knowing ourselves, training ourselves, understanding our students, enhancing interaction with them, and also their bodies of purpose. Thank you very much. I would like to thank all the very talented speakers that we had with us today, and also Sonal ma'am for this wonderful opportunity. And of course, Sonal Seth ma'am, who has been there throughout the session. I know it was a very special day. So with lots of best wishes to everyone. Thank you one and all for the wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Anjum, for being a wonderful host today over here. And I extend my gratitude to you for never saying no to all of them, mostly all of them. Rania has been with me full year. Night Sir also has been continues since last 6-7 months, and blessed to have Anjum ma'am as a host over here. Definitely an official undertaking will be there now next year. So thank you so much for this milestone achievement. This is our, I think so, 225th session of the year of Metamorphosis, and a milestone achievement for all of us. Thank you so much, everyone. Wish you all a very happy new year. Good day. And Asha, you also did a wonderful job. Practice will make you perfect, no doubt. Thank you so much for this wonderful session learning. And happy birthday, Sonal, to you. Once again, we all wish you a very happy birthday. So take care. Good night. Greetings.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you. Thank you
Sonal,
all.
ma'am.
Bye.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.